Hello again, and welcome to Marble CD052707, Sunday the 27th, day before Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. Please give thanks to a veteran for your freedom. Plant a flag, do something nice. This week I'm heading back to the Vortex marble. I've been looking at a lot of marbles online, and we're gonna work on my Vortex. We're gonna do what I call Disco Dicro. I've got some Disco Sparkle here and some Dicro that I cut into two little squares, and I'm gonna use that for a kind of a galaxy effect Vortex marble. Alright, so first things first, we're going to get a gather together and create a cone shape. Well, I'm going to pull some stringers. I think I'm going to do dots behind the Disco Dicro, and we're going to get a gather and create a cone, which will be our Vortex. That's step one. Here we have our gather. You want this to be approximately 2/3 of your total finished marble mass, and the cone is going to be on the front 1/3 of this gather. The back there will end up being the lens. I found it's just easier to make the gather this big and gather up your lens at the beginning. It'll help you in the shaping process to keep your Vortex. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll heat up the tip, and I'll layer the two pieces of Dicro using a soft flame onto opposing sides of the cone and work them in, and then we'll start layering some dots of Disco Sparkle in between the two Dicros. Alright, this is going to be my first try at Dicro, so I'll be lucky if I don't mess it up. Here, the Dicro has been applied and melted in and spun. Hopefully, when we get done, it will create a galaxy type of effect down the middle of the Vortex. Now I'm going to apply some dots of Disco Sparkle, some dark cobalt blue transparent, and some white luster, which will give us some fuming effects. And we'll just dot, and then we'll spin those dots and create a dotted Vortex. Hopefully, giving the white luster will give like a starry kind of effect. And with the galaxy. Disco Dicro. Okay, I've added dots of the white luster, melted them in. I took the Disco Sparkle and I shoved it in 4 times around the cone so that it would penetrate into the Dicro, and then added more dots around. Melted that in, shaped it into a cone shape, and then coated it with my dark blue, my dark cobalt blue transparent. And now we're going to work that all in, and I'm going to give it one more spin to spin the dots and pull it out a little bit into a point, and then we will create the cone shape. I've applied the filler clear around the thin part of the cone, trying to make it even with the rest of the thickness of the gather, leaving the very tip of the cone exposed out of the end of the glass. Don't cover that, just rings around it. Leaving the tip exposed like this, when you go ahead and melt this all in, it will tend to draw the tip of the Vortex down instead of fattening your Vortex. It will bring it more to a point. I got that tip off of a Vortex tutorial on the Melting Pot forum. Check it out, there's a lot of great tips on there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and work this all down in, and then apply color for the backing of the marble around the filler, clear, and start to work it into shape. Filler has been kind of melted in. There you can see it. It looks still like one solid rod, but you can see the tapering on the inside there and the tip out the end. Now we're going to start heating the lens about halfway to the left here. You see it. And we're going from this point right here, and we're going to fatten up the lens and then widening the mouth of the vortex. Then we're going to start to kind of shape it into a rough shape. Then we'll start applying the backing color around the filler, clear there. The backing has been applied here. I'm still kind of working on my technique on doing that. I'm not really good at it, but you know, such is life. We're going to melt this all down. We'll do some peacocking on the back here to decorate it. Shape it up, stick it in the kiln. See the Dicro? Oh, we got some pretty adventurous peacocking going on in the back here. Around the rim I have 12 dots of white luster, which I have already tipped with the clear cobalt blue, dark blue. And then I went in between every other one, creating 6 lines of dots, 3. So the 3 concentric circles of 6 leading up to 1 dot in the middle of the back. And we're going to get creative with our twisting here and see what kind of interesting peacocking pinwheeling technique we can do. But there's a lot of dots there. This is going to be fun. Yeah, fun. Whew. It took a while, but the pinwheeling is done. I think it looks quite nice. Alright, so we'll go ahead and work this down. Shape up the back side. Put it on a punny. Take the rod off the lens side. Shape that. Stick it in the kiln. And here we are on the first punty. You can see down in there. Can't really see the vortex too well. There's a Dicro swirl. I can see some of the white, some of the disco sparkle. I don't know if we can get really a vortex. So hopefully when it's done we'll be able to get the vortex effect in there too. Alright, we're going to go ahead and shape it up and put it in the kiln. We'll look at it when it comes out. And here's the final result. You really can't see too much of the vortex design through the Dicro. I think I might have damaged some of that Dicro, but it does kind of look like a swirling galaxy kind of thing. And it has a little depth to it. I do like the way the peacocking turned out on the back. And I like the fact that you can kind of see the light through the backing. We'll work on the Dicro. Really can't see too much of the disco. But we'll work on Dicro Vortexes the rest of this week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.